If you could work on Saturday, that would be great. A classic line from Office Space. For those that are not familiar with Office Space, I'll give you the one sentence summary. It's a satirical comedy created in 1999 that just describes the different negative environments in an office. And that's the basis of it. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you stop what you're doing right now. Go online and find it and watch it. The thing about Office Space that I get, there's many lessons learned there. I'll tell you a couple of stories from there and what I extracted from them. And there are three characters in particular. The first one is the boss, old Bill Lumbergh, the guy that always walked around with his cup, and really he didn't have anything else to do. Just go around and ask for cover sheets on the TPS reports. These reports that were useless, and always going to Peter. Peter was the protagonist, the main character in the movie, and always bothering him, saying that I need a cover sheet on the TPS report. Didn't you get the memo? The lesson I think I gather from this is don't make your employees do things that are needless, because you're wasting their time. You're wasting time that's valuable, that they could be doing something that's more useful. That's what I gather from Bill Lumbergh. I'm sure partly you've had in the past some manager that has been asking you for things like, why am I doing this? Why? This makes no sense. I know on another occasion related to that, a colleague was creating these PowerPoint slides that he didn't understand. He took days to try to create these PowerPoint slides, gathering data from different sources. In the end, one day he said, I'm not going to do it. And guess what? Nothing happened. So these PowerPoint slides, days were being wasted doing this, but it wasn't necessary. Another character in the movie that I wanted to talk about is, of course, Peter, the main protagonist. And it seemed like it was ubiquitous within that company that they all hated the company because of one reason or another. But in his case, he found a way, after having a moment of reflection, what he could do to improve his environment. There was a secretary in the movie that always was saying, okay, please hold a moment, and the person was right there. He was extremely bothered by her annoying voice when she would tell people to hold on the line. And just the cubicle form that was created there was bothersome to him as well. So what did he do? And this is extreme, maybe, of course. He took down one of the walls of the cubicles and just pushed it down. He's like, I want an open space. So he kicked it down, and now you have open space. He changed his environment. So the lesson from this is, even though you might not have the opportunity to actually change your jobs if you hate your job, but there's always something that you can do to change your environment, change the way how you react to your environment. Maybe there's somebody that's loud in your office. You can't change where you sit, you can't change that person, but maybe you can wear earphones and you don't hear them as much. So you have the opportunity to change your environment. The last character I wanted to describe is Milton. Milton. Milton was a very reserved, laid-back office worker. He just sat there, he had very, very big bottleneck glasses, and it turned out that he had been before the movie, he had been fired a few months ago, but a glitch in the system had caused him to continue to receive paychecks. They finally fixed the glitch in the system, but they hadn't told him that he had been fired yet. So good old Bill Lumbergh he would come by and say, yeah, if you could move to storage B, that would be great. Instead of telling him directly, you're fired. You were fired a few months ago. It's time for you to go. No, they decided to keep on moving him. Oh, he'll figure it out that he doesn't work anymore. And the lesson to learn from that is, tell your employees, be clear with them, be transparent with them. You don't want to be Milton, who in the end, and this is probably the last lesson to learn, is he got so frustrated with the whole thing, he just set the building on fire and the office was gone.
Wow.
Of course, this is an extremely satirical movie, but the lessons I've learned from that, and there's many more, is listen to your employees, make sure that you're transparent, don't micromanage, and also you have the opportunity to change your environment. You may not be able to change your job, but change your environment. And with that, yeah, if you could go watch Office Space if you haven't watched it, that would be great.